Okay, everybody, welcome back to Ancient Domains Mystery. It's been a long time. So, what happened with our last run was I had a problem with my hard drive on my computer, and I was able to recover everything, but it put me way behind on work. And so then I had to really focus on work, and then I had some other things come up, and then I was further behind, and then I had to focus on work again, and the YouTube channel just kind of fell by the wayside, along with my life. But we're back. We're trying this again, and there's a brand new version of ADOM. So we're going to check that out. Alrighty, as you see the little animated dude up here now. Look, he moves, and he's different. They've changed all of the graphics for the enemies, along with animating them. I have mixed feelings about the new art style. To me, it looks a little pixelated over here, which could just be my resolution, I don't know. And I feel like it doesn't have the same flavor to it. It's a little more generic, and it takes away some of the charm, in my opinion. But overall, not a bad quality. The animation is cool. I don't know, mixed feelings. New game. So here's the thing I don't like, and I've mentioned this on the ADOM Facebook group. So the normal way we played ADOM back in the day is no longer the standard mode. It is now hard roguelike mode. Standard mode, which I have not played and don't have any intention of playing at the moment, is watered down. Let's read that real quick. Standard mode is a great way to learn ADOM if you are new to the game. Then it should be an introductory mode, an easy mode, not a standard mode. Not meaning to be too critical here. Fantastic game overall. We all worship Thomas Biscuit, the creator. But I disagree with this decision. Select gender, race, and profession, and start playing. Talents will be chosen for you. Hunger is not deadly, and some internal dice rolls will be slightly fudged in your favor. You will enter a separate high score and can't unlock achievements. Now, can't unlock achievements, that's great. But again, standard mode, you should be getting the standard game experience, which should include achievements. This should be called easy mode, introductory mode, beginner mode. It should not be called standard mode. Really don't like the semantics of that. So then we have hard roguelike mode. This is the ADOM we know and love with some new modifications. And personalized mode, which has extensive configuration options, allow customizing the whole character generation process, so all selections, story mode, hunger, corruption levels, and more. I want to say that was an option before. You just had to go through some weird menu. Weekly challenges are still here, explore mode is still here, network mode is still here, which, who does network mode? Kind of would just like to see that go away. I know they put a lot of work into it, but, not a good concept. Frankly. Alright, so we are going to play. See, I almost clicked standard mode because you just immediately assume that is the correct mode to play. But we're going to play hard roguelike mode. Another small criticism. Choose a star sign or mode. You have to understand, I work on web development and digital marketing for a living. I don't do design, but I work with designers. And I critique their work and tell them what they need to change before they deliver it to a client. So there's a thing here that I don't like. It doesn't really indicate what it means by mode, except for the blue fonts that line up. So I think they need to have a header here that says that these are modes. Or just say choose a star sign, and then down here have it let fate decide. That would be acceptable as well. We are going to go ahead and go with a Ravenborn. Once again, the mode issue. Female. Gnomish. Druid, which shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. You all know that's my favorite combination. Okay. I don't like the look of this menu. They either need to expand on it, or what they could do is choose attributes by, and have both of these icons up here, or mode for choosing attributes, and have both of these icons up here. Because it seems weird to have like one selection here and another selection here, and they each only have one thing that you can click. To me, it would be better if they grouped those together. Just some constructive criticism. Again, I know that some people consider it impolite to criticize ADOM, but really at a turning point with the game, things are changing drastically, and I think a little bit of constructive criticism is a good thing at this point. It helps Thomas, Mr. Biscup, the creator, create a better game. And overall, it is the best game out there. But it can be better. It can always be better. We're going to go ahead and select points. Actually, back 1 second. Hold on. We're going to do another little point here. Druid. So, they've completely removed the option of doing this with questions. I have mixed feelings about that. Most people didn't use the questions. I think they added a nice bit of flavor on occasion. And I know there were some people that were able to really game it. But that's one of the things about ADOM. With experience, you gain the ability to game certain parts of the game. And that's part of the game. You do not play ADOM as, I'm going to sit down at a beginner, and this is the even playing field. That is not how ADOM works. ADOM is about playing, dying, learning, playing again, dying, repeating that process a few hundred times, and then you get your first victory. And by then, you're like a sage of mystical, arcane, esoteric ADOM wisdom. It's one of the things people like about the game. So I have really mixed feelings. I don't know. Some of that could be, if so few people are using it, which is what I'm getting, and it's a maintainability issue for the code base, then yeah, go ahead and remove it. But mixed feelings. So we're going to go point allocation. Now, the last version, I believe, did not give you as much flexibility on the points screen. I could be crazy, but it's the feeling that I got. I almost feel like this gives you too much flexibility because, again, you can game the system way too much. There's a balance there, and I don't think this achieves that balance. I'd like this to be a little more restrictive. Any case, I don't want anything lower than 10. Except for charisma, because I'm a female character. There's an improvement that can be made in the game. Appearance and charisma. Like if you're a female character, charisma is almost completely useless. But if you're a male character, you still have to balance between the two. So, I feel like some balancing could go on with the charisma and appearance stats. Maybe get rid of one of them entirely. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what should be done about that. It just always seemed a little off to me. So everything's going to go up to 10. I'm actually going to take appearance to 11 because under 10 is when... oh, I haven't played in so long. I think that's when the rate of corruption that you get corrupted starts increasing substantially. So let's put a few points in there because it's not that hard to lose appearance points. I could be completely wrong. It's been a long time since I played. I am going to make a ton of mistakes. I've played this like 3 or 4 times in the last year, I think. Well, not in the last year. Since the last time I made a video. I've barely had time to play. I've forgotten a lot. So everything's up to 10. I'm going to max out learning. Okay. Then, we want to be tough, dexterous, and strong. The reason I go for that, strong, is so in the early game you can carry lots of stuff without getting burdened. I'm specifically doing that for the first dungeon we're going to go into, because we're going to be in there for a while, and there's usually a lot of good loot. And dexterity and toughness is just for early game survivability. So we will cycle through those. Oh, I don't have enough points for that. Never mind. Well, I guess we're just going to increase dexterity and toughness then. We can grind strength up by keeping ourselves burdened. We have an extra point. Where can we spend it? Apparently on appearance. So I guess we're going to have an extra appearance. That's fine. Play. Female gnome. Since I'm out of practice, we're going to take alert, because at some point we do want treasure hunter. But then, instead of immediately taking miser, which we can get a couple levels in, I'm going to take Long Stride, which I've passed. Long Stride right there. Which lowers the rate that we get hungry, and it makes sure that we can get away from enemies a little easier. And another little cosmetic problem. Excuse me for turning away for a second. I had a message on my phone I needed to check. This interface here looks incomplete. There's this circle, like something should be in it, and there's nothing there. I think it should show a picture of your character. Just my thoughts. Let's come up with a good character name. And you know what? If you guys want to name future characters, assuming I keep playing and have time to do that, throw them in the comments section. We're playing a gnome. We're playing a gnome. I'm lost for a name right here, and the clock's ticking. We only have so long in this video. Let's go with Tammy. I met a woman named Tammy here recently. We will go with Tammy. And for some reason, my text input is not working. Okay, that's a bug. Alright, I hit play with no name. And we get a storyline. I don't know what our name is going to be. For 6,000 years, the world of Ancardia was a serene world unmolested by the forces of chaos. And you see we have this pretty picture here. Nice little dwarven cave that we should all recognize. Over this ravine. Continue. Oh gosh, the cave is bleeding evil chaos magic. And it's transforming the world. But now the sinister forces of evil and darkness have opened a gateway somewhere deep within the mountains of the Dracula chain. Oh, it's growing. And it looks much more evil now. Terrors from unknown dimensions flood the world of Ancardia and wreak havoc, spreading corruption even faster. Yup. Oh, it stopped glowing. Still looks very evil, though. Now it's up to you to explore the Dracula chain, meet its inhabitants, find the source of chaos, and defeat it. Or maybe even join with it to conquer the world. Which I think may have been what we were doing with our last character before I, had computer problems. Continue. Let's see what our character's name is. Do I remember the key for that? Yeah, apparently. Apparently our name is Tigla. Okay, so we got a random name. That's fine. Your parents belonged to the lower class. They were honest, hard-working people who did everything they were able to live a comfortable, fine life. They were not very successful. In your childhood, you were fascinated by your environment and the ever-changing wonders of the world. You were a very curious and adventurous child. During your youth, you were very lazy. You slept a lot and didn't care too much for your duties and tasks. Your parents were not very happy with you. Your life as a young adult was characterized by steady determination. It really doesn't sound like it. Your goal lay clearly ahead of you, and you never strayed from your path. You decided to become a very lazy druid, apparently. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Why is my keyboard input... No! I did not mean to do that. My keyboard input is not working at all. Well, suddenly my keyboard input is working, just very delayed. Alright. Is it working now? It is working now. That was odd. Little bug there. There are some bugs in the newest release. They've changed so many things in this game. There's some bugs, and I forgive them for that. Because they've changed a lot. So, let's go ahead and eat our apple and our melon so they don't rot. I'm going to check our inventory, see if there's anything we want to drop here. We are not going to need that potion of invisibility, so we're going to drop it. And leave it in this cave. And we're going to go back up the stairs and back into the wilderness, which is what I originally intended to do. We are going to read our spell book and learn our spell. New little menu here. That's fine. This part is mostly the same. I do like that it has the little menu thingy now. And we gained 767 castings. Alright. Down the very familiar road to Trinio. You enter Trinio, tiny hamlet consisting of a few primitive cottages, a shop, and a village hall. Trees grow peacefully between the small homes of the local populace. You feel at ease. More. We got a quest completed. I like the quest concept overall. I think maybe they've been a bit heavy-handed with it, but overall, pretty cool. We got 5 experience points. If we hit the Q key, it shows our quest, and you can see we have a new quest, which is talk to at least 3 important people in Trinio in order to learn more about what is going on. I think those new quests should pop up when you complete the quest that leads into them. Just my thought. Minor detail. They've changed our spawn position in Trinio to where we are directly over the shop. Much more convenient. They've also changed the graphics. Like, we can look at the good wife here, and you see that she looks a bit different, and she's animated. Alright. For some reason, this game is lagging. I wonder if it's not liking my recording software. I forgot to talk to the druid because I'm too distracted by lagging controls. Talk. Recently we have been plagued by attacks of an evil sorcerer. He once was a brother of my order, but now has fallen for the dark powers. He's a black druid corrupting the powers of nature and twisting them to suit his darker needs. Yep. His name is Keithrax. Find him and defeat him. He has set up a headquarters in a sinister cave to the southeast. If you return with success, I'll reward thee. Yep. We have a new quest. That's cool. The unbalance starts somewhere in the western central part of the Dracula chain. Go there and seek the source of chaos and then defeat it to restore balance. But first make sure that you get more training lest you will be slain by darkness. And we have a new quest, which again, listed right there. Okay. Controls are lagging again. They were not doing this earlier. There is the sheriff. We're going to chat with him. He's going to give us a quest to get Crunch the Raider. We already know about that. At least I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you've played ADOM before. So, some of the dialogue I'll read, some of it I won't. We need to find a baby water dragon. Oh, and a tiny little girl. We need to talk to her as well. Hast you seen my little doggy? Disappeared near the dark hole on the pass. Me fear it got lost. Would you get it back for me? Probably not. Hurry, Mommy says there be a bad thing in the cave. There is. And we have a new quest. No, I don't want to kill a little girl. Little girl, please move. Thank you. Where is the baby water dragon? The other day I was looking and looking for him, and he turned out to be in the shop. Which I was not going into, because that was my next destination. It'll probably turn out that way again. You hear the chime of a tiny bell, indeed. Where is a water dragon? Possibly in the shop? Nope, not in the shop. There he is. Alright, let's talk to him. Mommy. There we go. We talked to 3 important people, and we got 10 experience points. Yay! We are going to restack the inventory for reasons mentioned in previous videos. This causes the shops to restock more quickly. They have changed this interface. This is colon... Hold on. Colon P, I think. No. Colon comma? No. See, I just hit it, and I don't remember what I hit. My brain is dying, apparently. Hold on. Let's look at the instructions. Apparently I can't remember what I'm doing anymore. Key bindings. I'm actually faking this for instructional purposes, so you know how to get to the help menu, which is the question mark key on your keyboard. So we want inventory pick and drop. And... oh, it wasn't colon P, it was control P. That would explain why I got confused. Nope, that was not it. Control D. Oh, and escape will not... Escape will no longer auto-drop. You have to hit spacebar. Why can I suddenly not remember how to do things? Is it Shift P? No. Okay, that was Control P, which I swear didn't do that last time. Maybe that was a keyboard lag issue, and so I hit the wrong combination. Okay, anyway. D. Oh, that's right, we were doing a drop earlier. I'm sorry. I'm dazed. I'm confused. I apparently cannot make a decent video anymore. My apologies. We'll get back in the habit. As I was saying, they dropped this. Drop this. Change this extended drop menu. D. Previously, we would say unknown status. Or, excuse me. We don't have any unpaid items. So, for example purposes, let me pick one of these up. Or all of them. What is going on? There we go. Again, weird keyboard things going on right now. So we were going to say unpaid items. Mouse support's got a lot better. And all this does now is apply a filter, whereas previously it would auto-drop everything in that collection. If I remember correctly. And this doesn't even have multi-select. You drop one item, and it kicks you back. So, yeah. Yeah. What does this do? Okay, 5 special. Let's redo this again. We have to hit 9. And then we can do a multi-select. Hit spacebar to drop. If there is a way to just go ahead and drop everything in with a filter, I don't know what it is anymore. So, yeah. Like, I do not see a drop all here. Oh, there is. Okay. That's an extra keystroke. We now have to hit the number 1 for all. That seems more complex to me, not less. So, we're going to drop everything. And my keys are lagging again. I just had to hit a key twice to get it to pick up. Could be my wireless keyboard's having an issue too. I don't know. So, unpaid items, press 1. I'm sure I will relearn this. It just seems a little clumsy to me. 9 for multi-select. Let's show you a cool feature though. This I really like. If we look at this right here, and we use that keystroke, it switches over to dropping, picking up, dropping, picking up, dropping, picking up. And from my understanding, we can do that on one action pass. We can just queue that up. That's cool. I really like that. So, spacebar. Lagging controls. D X 1. Control P, which it didn't pick up. There we go. And as for sorting, we can tell that these are blessed because the largest stack is almost always uncursed, and these cost more per unit than these. Feature I would actually like added to the UI is, so next to where we have the price of the total, if they could put maybe a slash, and then do how much each individual item in the stack is worth. That would be pretty cool. Just a suggestion. I should probably post these on the ADOM forum, along with the other things I've noted in this video, but it may or may not happen. Pretty busy. So, let's go ahead and figure out how many large rations that are uncursed we can buy. We have 43 gold. We are going to label these so we know which one's which for future reference. And my keyboard is not picking up again. Well, it's picking up 2 characters. Okay. So, I guess we'll put a U in. Oh, no, that's because I'm hitting the wrong thing. It's expecting a number. I'm sorry. That was on me. I hit the wrong key. I need to hit... Actually, I think I held down the shift key. It just didn't pick it up. Could be my wireless keyboard. We'll find out later. Could be my recording software. We'll find out later. Shift C. Oh, they've changed this. Never mind. Never mind. Control used to be you hit the capital letter to add a note. I'm pretty sure. Now, I guess capital letter lets you select some of an item. Lowercase selects all of the item. Okay. That's in the stack. So what we now need to do is Control C. Now we can enter a note. Uncursed. Control D. Blessed. Okay. And we are already far enough into this video I should be stopping, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do a longer video because we haven't really gotten to any gameplay yet, and I'd like to have at least some gameplay in this first video. Right now we're just going over the UI and doing inventory management. So, Control C. No, that's not what I meant to do. I'm sorry, I'm hitting the wrong button. Control C, that's supposed to be uncursed. Shift C. How many do you want to pick up? And let's start with 2 and see how much that is. And this is nice. This actually shows you what your encumbrance is going to be before and after you complete this. So that's cool. Space to complete the action. That's going to cost us 46. We can't actually afford that. So I'm going to drop one of those. Shift F1. Enter. Okay, so we've got one of those. Is there something cheaper we can buy? Not really. Okay, we've got some money problems. We may starve to death. It's okay. They've changed the key to pay. It's now the $sign. And you have S for pay some items, A for pay all items, and enter for don't pay right now. We're going to go A, all items at once. Excuse me. And he's going to get out of our way. Oh, and also this new UI up here, which is generally pretty cool. And see how it shows you some quick findings here? Like, I can left click on that and it'll go to the nearest downstairs. That's pretty cool. Or excuse me, left click it'll go down, right click it'll go up. Double click, walk to down staircase. Double right click, go to up staircase. Pretty cool. Yeah, so a lot of these are clickable. We have PV, DV, PP, HP. This looks pretty. I do have one small problem with it, which we will get to later if it comes up. It is a very small problem. Then over here we have some other options, like Auto Explorer, Show Last Message, Cast a Spell. Alright, so we're leaving. Yes. And they've changed the icon for the cave. It now has a skull. Small cave entrance. We are going to go ahead and eat our large ration, so we can move more quickly when we go in here. We're less easily burdened. Alright. Now, they've done some major changes in here, and I like them a lot. Bravo, Mr. Biscuit. Down into the cave we go. A lingering menace seems to loom over this place. You feel as if you should not stay here for long. Nice warning. Okay, several items are laying here. We know what they are. Scribbled scroll. And the other scroll, I'm going to hit F7 to go into very defensive. I'm going to read these scrolls. For reasons you all should know, if you watch my other videos, you don't want to kill things in here. Because the enemies spawn at twice your level. And that is one little caveat with this area, and I know it's been brought up before for earlier versions. The dialogue seems to imply that this area is timed. The longer you're here, the more difficult it gets. And, you know, maybe that is the case now. I don't think so. because I know Mr. Biscuit was talking about adding some sort of timed event system in the game. But I think right now it's still based on level. Instead of time, which is what the dialogue implies. But you know what? Again, it's ADOM. You die and you learn. So, let's read Eno Oat Irt, which is 321 spelled backwards. We read it. Scroll reads 78 pages away, your goal is lying, so it's not that far away. And that always refers to the waterproof blanket. We're going to read the scribbled scroll. Time is working against you. Yes. So there's the warning again. And we are going to grind in here a little bit and hopefully not die, just because I want you to see some of the other messages that now pop up in the zone. It's pretty cool. We're going to avoid this guy for right now. And avoid him. Uh-oh, it looks like we're going to have to fight. Let's at least get them lined up so I can kill them in one hit. Oh, look at this. Cool stuff. That is a female orc. And she has her own sprite now. And you see they have, I believe, changed the dialogue for females. Beauty won't help you to survive. Strength and toughness will. Something like this must have crossed Groom's mind when he created the race called orcs. The pig-faced orcs live in an extremely harsh environment. When there are no enemies to be fought, they fight each other. This selection, combined with their fast reproduction rate, makes orcs one of the strongest and most diverse humanoid races known, yet they're as wild and most of them primitive and stupid as they are strong. That stop them from being a real threat to civilization in general. They tend to wear everything they can lay their hands on. Usually orcs attack one time, they have an average speed of 100. Let's also check out a male orc if we get the chance, and we'll see if the description's different. Interesting thought. And I'm going to cast Divine Wrath. They're going to die. We become more effective with the spell. I'm going to pick up that crude knife, because I pick up any item that you see a lot of drops for. Because the deal with that is, gives you a good chance of finding ad fixes. So now, oh, and apparently that skips a turn when I hit escape on that menu. I thought it just nullified the action. Never mind. So used to, you'd walk in a door and you'd try to open it. Now you have this little menu, you have to hit O. Okay, we're going to kite these guys a little bit. So yeah, the doors seem, again, a little bit clumsy to me. Oh. F7. I don't suppose these friendly monsters want to come help us. There is a male orc. Let's look at him. So, when you look at a female, it says female. When you look at a male, it just says an orc. That's an oversight. I don't think it's intentionally sexist or anything, but I can see where some people who are very sensitive would view it that way, so I think it should go ahead and say male orc. Monster memory. Oh, it is the same description, so never mind. I thought the beauty was a reference to the female. That's alright. So, how are my power points looking? I can cast a spell. That's good. We're going to try and minimize how many of these guys we kill. My problem is I'd like to kill him, but then it's going to ricochet down and hit that jackal. So, let me skip a turn. Now we're going to hit the dog. Wonderful. Alright, are we safe now? No, we're still going to hit the dog. Okay, there's that. I guess I'm just going to kill the whole row of them. This is probably going to level us up. Yep, congratulations, you passed level 2. And the monsters get harder. Alright, what are we increasing? Our priorities. Early game, swimming, climbing, concentration, first aid, healing, and literacy. Literacy, so we get most out of our books, and we don't have to carry them around until we get a higher literacy score if there's something we really want to learn well. Swimming, so if we run into a river, it's just not death for us. Climbing, so that we can more easily get out pits when we're being attacked by pit vipers that will poison us. First aid, in case we get poisoned or diseased. Healing, just generally awesome. Concentration, because we're a spellcaster. Let's do concentration for right now, because that is what is going to keep us alive. 3D. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, then let's see. Healing. Yeah, let's do healing. then probably climbing. Okay, and then continue. You feel the urge to run away from here as fast as you can. See, I like that. Alright, so these mobs are going to surround us. What's my power points? I can't cast a spell right now, so we're very defensive. We're just going to stand here. As being a druid, we suck in hand-to-hand combat. How many power points do we need? 12. Okay, we've got 12. We're going to do that. Advanced level 3. Uh-oh. Maybe not a good thing. Maybe not a good thing. Okay. First aid. Do healing. I may be making stupid blunders here because I'm tired. So tired. Of course, this is our maximum. If we go, you won't go over that. This is, oh, excuse me. This is our maximum. It's their current value. That's what is added to it. And we have another point. And let's put that in literacy. Okay, continue. We get in their talent. I'm going to take quick for right now because we need survivability. You sense a foreboding of doom, as if something here is going to kill you very soon. Nice. I'm going to come over here. And Hobgoblin Corpse, we can eat that later. I want to finish exploring the room. That could be an acceptable shield, but probably not a good shield. Oh, what is that? That's one of the new items, I think. It says quarterstaff, but look at it. So they have staffs now that cast spells. Yes. But it looks just like a normal quarterstaff, doesn't it? There's the stairs. Okay, so something had changed. Used to, when you were in this menu, I believe it would show you the item when you moused over it, which for people like me who can't identify items based on weight, that was very important. That's stopped. They may have decided it gave people an unfair advantage, but the deal on that is now if you need to, you can just drop the item and look at it. It's just an inconvenience. I'm gonna kite these guys. Pick up that rock and equip it in case we need to throw it at something. Alright. We're going to hit O to open the door. Instead of going through the menu. Going to kite these guys, pick up some rocks, pick up some arrows. I'm not going to arrow grind today. Normally not open a door when you're right in front of it because of stone block traps, but in this case we're going to make an exception because we're in a hurry. I'm going to wait for these guys to get lined up and kill them all in one hit. There we go. Goblin Rock Throw Corpse, I'll take that. I think we can melee him, we can. Of course, went to Berserk mode to do that by hitting F1. Getting the feeling that a monster may be carrying our blankets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. But we are low on power points. Alright, let's look at this guy. He's moderately injured. Try to kill this Goblin Rock Thrower in Berserk, and I got it done, which opens the path in front of us. A giant rat corpse will take that. Normal rat corpses can disease you, but giant rat corpses never do, and they're very satiating. Oh. Okay. And we'll take that quarterstaff just in case it's magical. We're going to try to line up as many enemies as we can up here. Probably good enough. That's level 4. We desperately need concentration right now. Because we got to get our regen up. Because we're probably going to have to kill a lot of monsters in here. And healing's just not going to cut it for us. So, I'm going to put everything into that until it gets 1d3. Because that's just not enough to worry about. Let's put the rest in healing for right now. Continue. You lose all sense of hope of getting out of here alive. Great. That's awesome. That is a large orc behind us, who's probably a higher level. So, what's our power points at? We may be screwed. Berserk, melee, melee. Oh, we've got a serious problem on our hands. Let's see how much damage the large orc causes. 10 damage. We've only got 9 HP. I'm gonna pray. And defensive. Pray to Berwyn. You were healed by silvery light. Okay. I'm going to take the quarterstaff because I don't know if it's magical. There's an orc corpse. We're going to take that. Might as well take this arrow. We're going to try to get all of these guys lined up. Or at least the difficult ones. Okay. Large orc decides to fight to death in a blind rage. Let's see if we can kill him in melee. Oh, scary. Whew. We advanced level 5. So... new music, that's pretty cool. Climbing. Continue. You lose all sense of hope of getting out of here alive. We've seen that before. I think I can melee him, and I can. Do we have a blanket yet? We don't. A spellbook of darkness. And we're burdened. We're not satiated right now, so let's eat some things to get ourselves down to weight. Satiated, okay. Melee her. Luckily she was lower level. Lower level. Lower level. Actually, I recognized him from earlier, I think. Yeah, so we had a corpse right away. We're killing things, trying to find a blanket. Okay, that. We don't want to hit that. It'll paralyze us. So, bolt it. He could have our blanket. It's possible. Very defensive. I'm going to stand here, but keep them bottled up so we can spell cast them since we hit 12 power points. A very interesting new kobold I'm hoping to show you if we get to it. And they did not drop the blanket. Level 6. You can now automatically evade wilderness encounters. Good deal. I guess our next thing to do would be mining. Because there's a thing you can do if there's ants in a room that will make you a lot of money. So you see, the mining skill does not just apply to your character. It apparently applies to everything in the level. And it determines the chance of getting good loot whenever a wall is dug. Ants dig through walls very rapidly. You get an ant, you trap it in a room, you go to the opposite end of the level, you just wait until the ant digs the entire level out, and you get really good loot if mining's at 100. So let's do that and continue. And let's do very quick because I'm fearing for our lives right now. Feel the urge to run away from here as fast as you can. Yeah, honestly, I'd like to run away, but we kind of have to get that blanket. Oh, there was death. The ghoul hits you for 4 damage. Oh, hold on. Let's scroll through that. Oh, you've died. I don't like that effect where it like blows the "you've died" message up and then shrinks it down to a window. So you'd just be a window or a full screen. Continue. Game summary. Meh. You didn't make it on the high score. Okay. Display last messages. Alright. The ghoul hits you. The ghoul hits you. You suddenly can't move. You lose blood. The ghoul hits you. Your blood loss increases. You lose a lot of blood. The ghoul hits you. You lose blood. The ghoul hits you. The ghoul hits you. The ghoul hits you. You lose blood. You die. Awesome. So guys, that's the new version of ADOM. It's pretty cool. I will hopefully be making some more videos like this. So, you know, like my video, follow my channel, and hope that I have the free time to do more of these. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening, or day, or whatever it is for you. I'll talk to you later.